You know when you walk into, like, a really gorgeous cavernous space, maybe a vaulted restaurant or a grand train station, right? The architecture is just breathtaking, but the sound is just a complete mess.
Oh, yeah, the classic acoustic nightmare. I mean, you're trying to have a conversation or just listen to an announcement, and every single word sounds like it's completely submerged underwater.
Right. It's this invisible problem that just instantly ruins a beautiful physical space. So, today's deep dive is our mission to discover how commercial audio engineers actually solve that. We've got a technical spec sheet from HDTVSupply for a very specific piece of gear, the QSC AD-S162T-BK AcousticDesign loudspeaker.
Yeah, it is definitely a mouthful.
Oh, mouthful. But it's essentially the secret weapon for fixing those echoey rooms, right?
Exactly. It represents a totally different approach to, throwing sound across a room.
Okay, let's unpack this, because normally I think of a standard speaker kind of like a floodlight. It just blasts sound everywhere and illuminates the whole room with noise.
Right. Standard speakers just throw audio in every direction.
Yeah, but get this. This QSC model is a nearly 4-foot, 26-pound column, and inside this enclosure there are 16 small 3-inch paper drivers just stacked right on top of each other. So, I mean, how does stacking 16 little drivers in a column actually fix bad acoustics?
Well, what's fascinating here is the physical mechanism behind that stack. When you line up speakers vertically like that, the sound waves moving up toward the ceiling and down toward the floor, they actually crash into each other.
Wait, they crash?
Yeah, they crash and completely cancel each other out.
Oh, wow. So it basically forces all that audio energy to just squeeze straight out ahead in a flat beam, like turning that messy floodlight into a really precise laser.
Exactly. And if you look at the specs, the coverage angles are 160 degrees horizontally, but a really tight 15 degrees vertically.
Wait, 15 degrees vertically? That seems incredibly narrow. I mean, why squeeze the sound that tight?
Well, by keeping the audio off the reflective ceilings and hard floors, it actively prevents those vertical bounces.
Right, the bounces are the problem.
Yeah, those bounces are exactly what create that muddy, overlapping echo in what the source calls acoustically challenged environments. It directs the audio straight out at your ears.
Okay, that makes total sense for the physics. But here is my issue with it. You're talking about installing a massive 26-pound aluminum column right on the wall. I mean, if I'm an architect who just spent millions designing a really sleek, high-end lobby, isn't that going to be incredibly ugly?
You would totally think so, right? But the spec sheet actually highlights its unobtrusive industrial design, like it's built to disappear. The coated aluminum enclosure and the grills are entirely paintable.
Oh, so they can just perfectly match the color of the wall, like acoustic camouflage.
Exactly, acoustic camouflage. And it uses a really unique pan and tilt mounting system. So it allows the speaker to stay flush against the wall, but still tilt downward up to -20 degrees.
Okay, aiming that narrow laser of sound right down at the listeners without looking like this bulky piece of tech looming over them.
Right. Plus, it's rugged. I mean, it has an IP54 rating for dust and splash resistance. So you can mount these seamlessly indoors or outdoors.
Okay, so they have engineered this sleek, stealthy column to fix the physics of a room, but delivering that perfectly tailored sound across, say, a massive crowded train station takes serious power. How is this thing even wired to handle that?
It is incredibly flexible. It can run on standard high-voltage commercial lines, those heavy-duty transformers used in big buildings,
Oh, sure.
or it can bypass them entirely for typical low-impedance setups. The key takeaway here is the output, though. It pushes 112 decibels of max SPL.
Which basically means it can cut clearly through the roar of a crowded terminal without distorting at all. But here's the kicker. The price is almost $1,300. I mean, is it really worth that kind of investment?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, you have to realize this isn't just a speaker you buy for your living room.
Right.
It is long-term commercial infrastructure.
Like buying plumbing or HVAC.
Exactly. When you are outfitting a massive venue, you're paying for reliability and the actual solution to a structural problem. And they back that up with a standard 3-year warranty that doubles to 6 years just by registering the product.
So what does this all mean for you? Next time you are standing in a really loud, cavernous train station, but you can somehow understand the departure announcements crystal clear, just look around.
Yeah, definitely look up.
Look for that tall, painted column blending perfectly into the wall, shooting a laser beam of sound right at you.
That really makes you wonder, though. If acoustic technology is evolving to perfectly manipulate physics while completely vanishing into the architecture, What other invisible tech is actively shaping your physical experience of a room without you ever even noticing?